Dennis Wong.
And I'm Mario Pino. Welcome to another edition of the Mario and Dennis Show. Just when we thought we had heard enough from one idiot, Donald Sterling, another one steps forward front and center. Rush Limbaugh. Apparently, Rush was quoted on his radio show blaming the Hunger Games movies for Elliot Rodger's murder spree. Now, Elliot's father was the second unit director for the first Hunger Games, which is why he's linking both the movie and Elliot's behavior. I don't really think one has to do with the other.
You know what? What do they call them? Old airbags? It's just like somebody deflate the old airbag. I'm sorry, really, Rush? You have to like put your point in this? It has absolutely nothing to do with a film like, you know, The Hunger Games. Just, his father worked on it? Oh, you know?
Right. I mean, the boy definitely, there was
an
imbalance.
We already know he had mental issues.
So let's not try to justify his behaviors by linking them to a movie. That makes no sense.
Right.
Not at all.
I mean, really, it's no. I just think it's another way of these really starched Republicans trying to, like, say, this is the reason why America society has gone down, and they don't even look at their own Republican Party to say, hey, we're the ones who caused it, in a sense.
No, because the Republican Party is the perfect group of folks.
Right. Well, that's what I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like take it out of context like that, but that's what I sort of feel. You know.
Yeah. Rush Limbaugh's always been very opinionated.
Yeah.
And
he should go hang out with Pat Robinson.
He should. Maybe they should do the
700 Club. 700 Club's Hunger Games TV show.
Absolutely. Yeah. Or the American Girl doll company can create a doll in his likeness.
Oh, well, I don't think they would even waste their time. Well, speaking of American, the American Girl doll company, owned by Mattel, discontinued 4 dolls from their line. One African American. You can't look
Cecile.
at me. Cecile. And no, one Asian American, Ivy, and then 2 racially mixed dolls, which, however, I mean, who knows why they did that? But the good news is supposedly they kept Addie Walker, which is the same doll. Apparently, slavery is not dead, right?
Apparently not.
No. But I don't know. I think seriously. I apologize, but it's. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Why would they cancel 4 out of like the whole line, which supposedly were building young girls, images and all of that? I don't know.
Well, the good news is they're coming out with a Guatemalan doll. Her name is Maria Jose. Can you say that? Jose.
Maria Jose.
Jose.
Yes.
She's 6 inches shorter than the rest of the dolls.
Because you're evil.
And it comes with a raft and 30 family members all in one box.
Oh, great. Well, I wanted to bring my new doll in, which is here. So I was like, I hope they can do that also for Asian community. No, seriously, no. It's a really, I don't understand why Mattel hasn't gone back and explained why they pull these dolls off the shelves, because I don't know if it was selling or wasn't performing well or this and that. Well, but why would they be? Seriously, I remember when Margaret Cho had her Asian show. It was called All American. It was an American Girl, and it took place in San Francisco. And literally, it was all based on Margaret Cho's family growing up in San Francisco. And they had a bookstore, which exactly what her family did, and in real life. And ABC pulled the plug because I don't know. Maybe there's not a market out there for.
I don't know. I know that with the Asian American doll Ivy, you can't slap a bob haircut on a Caucasian doll and say, "Here's our Asian Ivy."
Yeah,
she didn't. I know
she didn't even resemble. There was no resemblance, and of course, yeah. She looked sort of like a little white girl with a black bob.
Yeah, black bob.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I don't know. It just blows my mind. I don't know.
Well, it looks like New Bedford's getting closer and closer to the possibility of bringing a casino to the city. There are currently 2 sites in mind. One is the old N-Star location on the waterfront.
Right.
And that is actually owned by, I believe it is KG Urban Enterprise. And then there's the Whaling City
golf course, of course, yes.
And that's actually owned by the city. But with that said, the land just can't be conveyed to Foxwoods.
Right.
They actually have to auction that off, and it's valued at $15 million. So the proposed casino is said to bring in over 2,000 employment opportunities, which I think is great for the city. I mean, if I had to choose what location I prefer to see a casino in, I would say the N-Star building, because
Which
that's
we're going to
on
beg
the
to differ on that
waterfront.
one.
Right,
I
we're going to disagree. I know.
Yeah,
we
we're
talked about this
totally
earlier.
going to disagree on that
I
one.
think it's a better location. I think that having that type of a structure in downtown New Bedford is part of the whole revitalization. I mean, that's
okay, revitalization, yes, that's fine. But from what I heard, it's like, the person who was interested in that spot was saying that, we wouldn't take away from like the local restaurants and the bars and this and that. And so you don't know. I mean, really, you don't, because it's like when you're in a casino, I mean, it's sort of like when you're in Vegas, stay in Vegas. When you're in a casino, you really do sort of stay in a casino. And you don't, because everything is in that perimeter. You don't have to leave, get in a car, and go somewhere.
Well, here's the thing.
So,
in my opinion, there's really nothing driving tourism in the city.
well, right, exactly.
There really isn't anything.
Well, except for our show.
Right.
Yes.
we're all here coming in floods. But with a casino, now you're bringing in the tourism. So will it take away from the local downtown establishments? I don't know, because I don't know how many of those folks come in now to go to those establishments.
I know. I know.
The people
It's
who
just,
are currently going to Candleworks and to Seafire and to all those other
anymore.
well, all of those other building,
Right.
the establishments, they'll always be there.
Right.
I think bringing in the casino will bring in new opportunities for those businesses, and also a lot
Okay,
more
I agree.
tourism.
Okay, it could. Yes.
Do I win this argument?
We'll have to see later when I put my boxing gloves on.
Okay.
But, anyways, Anna Wintour has joined the growing chorus of notable figures boycotting the Dorchester Collection hotels, which we have discussed, owned by the Sultan of Brunei, which includes the Beverly Hills Hotel in Los Angeles, as well as the European Hotel, which is favored by a lot of the fashion community, the Meurice in Paris. Cindy Levy, editor-in-chief of Glamour magazine, told the New York Times that her staff would avoid Dorchester properties. This is about basic human rights. Condé Nast is a huge conglomerate which owns 1 million magazines, not just fashion, but everything from lifestyle. And for Condé Nast to take a stand like that, I think is really important, because it's like, as we know, the Sultan of Brunei, they're just beating and abusing, and they're human rights. It's awful. And here he has all these hotels, and he's trying to absorb money from us who are tourists. If I go to London, am I going to stay at the Dorchester? No.
Right.
But it's not anymore.
It's really impacting the business. I know that they started a fashion prize created back in 2010, and what they would do is the winner would receive money, and it was geared towards fashion labels.
Right.
They canceled that this year because of all the boycotting and because of all of the controversy in the media. They actually canceled that event this year, so they will not be having the fashion prize at any of the Dorchester Collection hotels.
No, definitely not. No.
Which is sad.
No.
It's
But
sad, but it's,
we can get this.
yes.
We can get this little girl a prize.
we can. Not quite sure what that would be, but
Right.
we can. So I actually had a wonderful opportunity to meet with Lynn Lanza this week. Lynn is a program recruiter from the Massachusetts Mentor. And
Yes.
Mass Mentor is an organization that helps place children in foster homes, providing them a healthy and safe environment. I've been part of the Mentor Association for over 10 years, and I've had the wonderful opportunity to meet some really great kids.
Right. Yeah. That's
they
true.
all
You
come
have,
with their
yes.
own stories,
Yeah.
and it's great to be part of their lives and be able to contribute in a positive manner. I did have an interview with her this week, and we're actually going to roll this clip, and then once the clip is over, we'll be back in our entertainment segment.
I guess so.
Right?
Yes.
So sit tight,
Sounds
folks.
good.
Hope you enjoy. Thank you, Lynn, so much for meeting with me today. I know you have a busy schedule, so I hope we can get through this very informative interview about Mass Mentor. Can you tell our viewers exactly what it is that Mass Mentor does?
Absolutely. Massachusetts Mentor is an intensive foster care agency. So with that, we specialize in servicing children from birth all the way up until 18 in providing them with stable home environments. Many of our children have come from abuse or neglectful situations with their own home life. So we work to kind of pair them and form a match and a relationship between our foster parents, our mentors, in servicing them.
Oh, that's great. Lynn, what exactly is a mentor and who can become one?
A mentor is someone who's willing to open up their heart and their home to a child who's in need. The relationship between the mentor and the child is key to our program's success. It's probably the most important thing. Just about anyone can become a mentor. Really, our mentors come from a variety of different backgrounds, different skill levels. Many of them are married, single, men and women. They could be retirees who are looking for a way to give back to the community, or empty nesters that are hoping to fill their home back up with some children and some laughter.
What does someone have to do to become a mentor, and how long does it take?
Really, the initial start of the process starts with a phone call to me at our New Bedford Children's Program. And then from there, I work to assist you you as a mentor throughout the entire process, answering any questions that you might have, assisting you in the application, and kind of learning as much as I can about what you're looking for in a match with a foster child. The overall process can take anywhere from 3 to 4 months.
Do mentors earn money for services provided in their home?
Mentors do earn a daily stipend for the children in their home that goes to help them support caring for that child. In addition, our children come with their own medical insurance as well as additional funds for clothing or personal use.
So Lynn, I'm sure you've seen many success stories while at Mass Mentor. I'm just hoping that you can share with us one of those success stories that stand out the most.
There's so many. Right now, with it being the end of the school year, we actually have a handful of children who have been in our program for quite some time that will be graduating high school, and a handful of them are actually moving on to college programs, which is huge because these children have kind of had that support with their foster parents, their mentors, that have helped them progress along the way. We also have so many children who have been reunified with their biological family, and our foster parents have helped them kind of maintain that relationship with their bio family and able to kind of get them back to a point where it's safe for them to be home with their family. There's also been so many different adoption stories. Some of our current foster parents have actually adopted children that they were working with and are still fostering.
Wow,
So.
that's wonderful. Well, we hope that our viewers take this opportunity to call Mass Mentor. We've actually been placing the phone number on the screen for them to call. Is there anyone in particular they should be asking for?
They should ask for me directly.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Great. Well, thank you so much again.
Thank you.
Hi, it's such a pleasure meeting with Lynn and speaking with her. I mean, it's a great thing what Massachusetts Mentor does for our young folks.
Oh, I agree 100%. I think it's nice to know that there's some type of structure out there, or just some type of comfort that you can always go to or somehow reach out to.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Not like Chris Brown.
Oh, unlike Chris Brown. As a matter of fact, he's on the loose again.
Yes.
The R&B singer still faces assault charges in D.C., and a trial is set to begin soon. Chris was actually sentenced to a year behind bars. With 109 days to go, the judge cut him loose. He felt that Chris had served his time. Justice had been served. Brown admitted he violated his probation by getting into a fight in D.C., and surprised it wasn't with Rihanna. If convicted in this case, he faces possible jail time as well. Everything discussed so far just pertains to the probation for the beating of Rihanna.
Right.
So that's the probation he violated. Then he got into a fight in D.C., and now he's back to the. I don't think he ever learns.
I also I don't know. I saw something a couple weeks ago that they were back together for a second, or this and that. You really don't know. I mean, honestly, you don't. Maybe he should do a Chris Brown American Doll. Who knows?
That she can beat herself with.
Yeah, exactly. Awful. Well, but really, sort of, I would say it's not really exciting, but sort of like predictable, but exciting, is that Uma Thurman and Quentin Tarantino sort of are the new power couple of Hollywood. They sort of have gone public. Close to sources that I've heard, they say that it's an attraction that Uma has had to him since the first day they ever did the Pulp Fiction film. And Quentin has always treated her as his muse. They had a bungalow at the Cannes Film Festival, which supposedly like started spreading the initial rumors, you know.
Well, they were seen having romantic lunches together.
Exactly, and like on yachts and there's really no backyards in Cannes.
I just don't understand why they would keep it a secret. I think it's great. She hasn't been engaged since 2007. Why not?
Wasn't she married to Ethan Hawke?
No, her last engagement was in 2007.
Oh, well, Andrei Balaz,
whatever his name was.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the former Ukrainian television reporter Vitaly Siduik, I think,
yeah.
Those Ukrainian names. Who was arrested for attacking Brad Pitt, claims he just wanted a hug.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet? It's sweet. He's been known for his prankster antics and has hugged the crotches of Bradley Cooper and Leonardo DiCaprio, which I think is also sweet. And he's also crashed the 2013 Grammy Awards.
Right.
So the primary purpose of his pranks is for entertainment. He intends to spend the next few months focusing on fulfilling his sentence, which includes community service and preventing a restraining order preventing him from going near Hollywood events.
Right.
Which is understandable. There's only so many crotches you can hug in Hollywood.
I know, but when there's a fire crotch, it always needs to be cleaned. And I didn't say that because, you know, that's my my girl.
Yeah.
But
a classy show we are.
I know. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't know. You know, the thing is, I saw on a report that Brad Pitt didn't mind so much the fact that what really irritated him was that all the fans have been waiting to see him and get his autograph, and then this guy goes and bombards him and ruins it all. And it ruins it for like all the fans that were there waiting for like 4 or 5 hours or 6 hours or 10 hours. So
and he was taken back because he actually lost balance as he was walking in.
And I think that I agree with. It's like, you know, if you're gonna like bombard a fan, just, you know, I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's only so many of these pranks that you can do before there's action taken.
Right.
I mean, if he's done it before, he'll continue to do it, and for some folks, it might be just a little bit too irritating.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I just want to say, honestly, congratulations to Melissa Etheridge and her wife, Linda Wallem, who they recently tied the knot over the weekend in San Ysidro Ranch in Monticello, California. Among the guests were Jane Lynch, Chelsea Handler, Rosie O'Donnell, Peter Facinelli, and recording artist Psy. Which is, you know, a big hit right now. Right. All 4 of Melissa's children participated in the ceremony, which is really nice. Melissa tweeted,
"We're sorry."
I apologize, Melissa. But no, I look forward to exercising my American civil liberties after the Defense Marriage Act and California's Proposition 8, which was deemed unconstitutional, which was huge.
Right.
I mean, so many people were like, it was just such a... it was just ridiculous. Those liberties, she concluded, included getting fully, completely, and legally married. And you know what? I am so happy that she's doing that. And you know, she is going to be here in New Bedford,
right?
At the Zeitarian in about a week or so. God bless her. I mean, she's amazing. She can come through my window anytime.
Great.
You know, even though she's married to a woman, that's okay. You know, but no, we love her. We love her, and like what she's done, and. We were together this weekend. We had a really good time at the LGBTQ event on Saturday at the Waypoint, which is nice.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was nice to see a lot of people that I haven't seen. I mean, Senator Joan Menard was there, and Chris Markey was there, and Mario and Dennis were there.
Right. We're everywhere.
But no, I mean, and it's a really good job to like Liz and Bev, who were on our show.
Right.
That we interviewed about it before, and then Jeff Costa for like doing a lot of work, and Abigail Heavey and
Tracy Welch.
Tracy Welch. I mean, everybody, and Tracy handles the whole organization for the children,
Right.
it was a really good. I have to say, it was a really good weekend. It was a beautiful day. It was fun.
Great
and,
turnout,
that was
too.
it.
Was really
It was over
surprised.
200 people.
I mean, it was a great turnout. Great turnout.
Yeah.
Well, Casper Smart, J-Lo's current boyfriend, has been caught again for the second time conversing with another transsexual behind J-Lo's back. On Monday, The Dirty published a report that 27-year-old choreographer
Right.
has been seeing transsexual model Christina Marie behind the 44-year-old superstar's back. This comes exactly 1 week after a claim was made that Casper had been having a fling with another transsexual bikini pinup, Sophia Visa. New York Post reported that J-Lo is furious and has decided to get rid of him as she believes his sexting scandal could overshadow her work, and she doesn't need this drama. She's ready to move on. And with J-Lo, it's all about drama. I mean, she can't hold on to a man, apparently. I think she should have stayed with Mark Anthony. I thought they were a great pair. I mean, you never know what goes on behind closed doors, but she's 44 years old. I think this is a time either she decides to settle or just stay single and have a good time. Her career is number one.
Oh, it's always been.
It's always been.
I've worked with her personally, especially when the person I was working for did her wedding gown when she was marrying one of the, I forget who it was. It was her second wedding. And I got to know her very, very well, and her stylist also, who's a very dear friend of mine. But she does focus on her career. I think she needs to balance it out in a sense,
I think it's tough. I think in her case, there is really no balance. I think, her priority is her career.
Of course.
I can't
Yeah,
say
I
she
think so.
has room or time in her personal life to focus on being in a relationship. She's still very active. Her career is just getting stronger and stronger. And I think she needs to just, accept the fact that if she's going to choose one, then stay with it, and then eventually.
Well,
maybe
what's
focus on
interesting
the
is
relationship.
if you look at somebody of her stature, you might not agree with me, but like Celine Dion. I mean, Celine's huge, but she did stop and had her children and has sort of not retired, but has taken a step back where she's like, my personal and private life, and just her children and her family are more important right now than her career. I mean, how much more money can you amass anyways, right?
Yeah, I think she's
should we
had her
talk to Donald
share.
Sterling or whatever? Or,
Yeah, sure.
He
Maybe
just
she
got
can
like
buy
what,
the Clippers team.
$2.2 billion for the Clippers. So
Well,
Yeah.
let's hope she stays on her feet, unlike the rest of the folks we're about to talk
I
to.
know. Well, there is a trend for some reason in Hollywood. Celebrities seem to be falling at a drop of a hat. Just recently, Luke Bryan fell at one of his concerts, which is actually his second that he's fallen at. He seems to be creating a whole trend. Of course, you remember the infamous fall by Jennifer Lawrence at the Oscars, and Destiny's Child, Kelly Williams, which was sort of frightening. But who could forget Kelsey Grammer's drop?
I guess there is a trend in Hollywood now.
Yeah.
We want to congratulate Charlize Theron and Gwyneth Paltrow for
Yes.
making the Brainless Wall of Fame. Last week, Charlize Theron and Gwyneth Paltrow said that the pressure of fame in the age of the internet is as terrible as being raped and as brutal as being in war.
I disagree.
I'm
I'm sorry, but I love Charlize Theron, and she's always been very classy. I mean, Gwyneth, really. But Charlize, I think, has a little more respect. I just don't know why she would use that word, because it's a very hard word. And the thing is also, you're a celebrity. You chose to become an actress or an actor, and so you have a child, and they're not gonna somebody's not gonna photograph you coming out of Market Basket.
Right.
I mean, my God, if Charlize Theron came out of Market Basket here in New Bedford, I mean, it'd be all like a tizzy.
Well,
you know?
listen,
But I mean, just in general, you know what I mean?
I hear celebrities complain about the paparazzi. All I hear is whine, whine, whine.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be in the limelight, get out
Then
of
don't.
business. That's
Exactly.
as easy as, my friend Ming Lee just fell. Hold on a second. We'll put it right here. She likes to watch TV. So, just get out of the business.
Right.
I get so tired of hearing celebrities say how their personal lives are being invaded. And,
it's true. And it's like there's just certain people that accept it. and they deal with it. And then there's other people like, okay, wine, but I would never expect Charlize Theron to like wine. You know what I mean? Gwyneth, on the other hand, yeah.
Well,
of
she
course,
did.
because that's why her name's Gwenny.
Yeah, well, they
it's
both
whiny
whined.
Gwenny.
They
but-
both whined. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
I know, that stinks though, because I really do like her. But what's really hot on the news right now is that Sandra Bullock is supposedly dating Chris Evans. He is 17 years. She is 17 years his senior. And it's a perfect match because how could you not get Captain America dating Miss Congeniality, right?
I think they make a great couple.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
They make a great couple. And, what's age? 17 years as senior is really nothing compared to some of the romances that I've seen out there with Anna Nicole Smith and her 150-year-old boyfriend.
It was her
And
husband.
a few, well,
Yes.
whatever.
Okay.
and a few others.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of old.
Well, you may want to get, yeah. Well, middling, how are you? You are. Sorry. You may want to get out your old record players because vinyl is making a major comeback. Vinyl sales increased 32% last year with 6.1 million LPs sold.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. Nashville's United Record pressing plant, one of the very few plants still in operation, is undergoing an expansion in a newly purchased 142,000 square foot warehouse, which will include the addition of 16 presses and more storage space to meet the growing demand of the vinyl industry, of like people wanting vinyl records and all of that.
That's interesting that's making a comeback.
I'm so happy.
Well, thank God I never
We all
gave
grew
away-
up with vinyl, so.
Yeah, Olivia Newton-John.
Right.
Yours, Donna Fargo.
Right. Wait, are we talking about vinyl? I thought I was going to put my vinyl bustier. No, you read the
No,
records, ha.
the records, yeah.
Okay. No, I remember one of the first, I think it was like, my Auntie Peg got the Bee Gees for my sister, Jade. And it was like amazing. It was like, and then Donna Summers. I mean, just all those classics, and it's,
Right.
Which
you can get on CD.
Right,
No,
but
anyways,
there's I know, but there's something special about flipping through. When you have it all, and I don't know. I miss all my albums.
All I see is clutter. I'll
Yeah.
stick with
Well,
iTunes.
Okay. Well, this past Monday, the CFDA Awards was held in New York, and at Lincoln Center, which is the basically it's the Council of Fashion Designers of America, and there was a little hesitant on who would receive the Fashion Icon Award, and they gave it to Rihanna, but there was a bit of hesitance, but she did end up wearing a very beautiful sheer fishnet sequin gown. I don't know who the designer was specifically, but also the Olsen sisters, I don't know if you know, but they have their own line called The Row. They won for accessories, best accessories, and actress Lupita Nyong'o, who's known for her savvy red carpet dresses. She presented the award to the best women's wear designer, Joseph Altuzarra, who actually, I think he's one of my faves also, but I think he also has a line coming out in September with Target. Designer Tom Ford received Lifetime Achievement, which he really does deserve, and he was really, literally very important on putting Gucci back on the map years ago. One of my favorites, though, was when Naomi Campbell introduced the Founders Award, who went to Beth Ann Hardison. Now, not a lot of people know Beth Ann Hardison because she is sort of behind the scenes. She's a former model, agent, and she's really lately been a champion for the diversity on the fashion runways. When Miss Hardison came on stage, she was accompanied by 16 models of color. Really rock on Beth Ann. I love her. If a lot of people don't know her, you really should find out about her and look her up because she's really brilliant. I'm sorry, I'm taking a little tangent here, but she's brilliant, But also, my favorite boys who won for Best Menswear was Public School, which is designed by Dai Chow and Maxwell Osborne. But
Dai Chow.
I know Chow. No, I know Dai Chow. No, they're really amazing. Max and and they're really amazing designers, and they've really. I think they're like making the menswear industry a little more interesting now, because we needed after Tom Brown, dressing Neil Patrick Harris at the. No, but I still love Tom Brown, so
Well, listen, it's been a fun show today.
Yes.
A lot of laughs. We brought props.
Yes, we did. What's her name again?
I forgot. But on a more serious note, our thoughts and prayers go out to the family of Ambi Davis, Alice, the iconic housekeeper from the TV show Brady Bunch, who kept us laughing for years. Ambi Davis died Sunday in her San Antonio, Texas home after falling in a bathtub. That wraps up this edition of the Mario and Dennis Show. Please don't forget, send us your tweets, like our Facebook page. I'm Mario.
I'm Dennis.
Have a great night.
Okay. Bye. Sorry, Cecile. Sorry. One Asian, Ivy. Sorry, I can't. I apologize. No, and seriously, and 2 racially mixed dolls. However,
I have to pause this. You guys are crazy.